Alright, the banter saga resumes. I can't remember where we were, but I'm sure our profile does. Let's keep going. Ah yes, it's all coming back to me now. We crossed a bridge that was summoned by our weaver friend, who's our glorified steamstress that repairs all of our armor, and we've ended up in some beaten down place that got destroyed when the ground was shifting, all on our way to Aberang, which really doesn't look that far away. Maybe I'm overdoing it when it comes to all of our supplies. Maybe it wasn't too bad that I cowed them over the side as we attempted the crossing. Jake, you familiar with Battle Brothers? Not really, but it'll be on the next long play roll when we conclude this game. Let's have a quick recap of our heroes. I want to remember who we have on our roster. We got Rook the Armor Breaker, Mogan the Walking Shield, Gunoff the Walking Death, Ivor, he's just all round pretty great, my favourite old man, and this new addition, and I really like this guy for reasons I can't quite understand myself, Trigvi. He's due a promotion. He's very due a promotion. Could even give him a second ability. We'll consider that when we jump into the next fray of battle. I don't like this awful looking bard guy. Not at all. Otherwise, there was somebody that I wanted to try out. It was the lassie with the shield, but I guess she's not on our team just yet. Oh well, a concern for the future. Let's check out these ruins. You make your way across the broken bones of the former trade town, curious as to what's inside the building, which is still somewhat intact, and the structure groans as you enter. You hear yourself whispering, "This isn't worth it." After a quick survey of the room, only two things stand out: a stone with strange etchings resting on the broken mantle, and footprints in the dust near a small door into the wall. A gust of wind blows up the chasm and the whole building creaks. Well, I don't think this is worth my life at all. I'm just backing away. You decide not to test your luck and leave the building empty-handed. As you make your way back across the rubble towards the caravan, you hear part of the structure give way. See? I'm not losing Rook's life around here. I had to sacrifice something very important to me just to keep Rook alive. That's right, it was Ivor's left arm. Ivor stands stoically by Evan's pallet. I hope he's doing alright. He needs to fix all my armor. Took a lot out of him, out of everyone. A lot of families lost members out there. So why even follow me? I get people killed. Rook's really got a lot weighing down on him these days. I'm not doing this again. If you can't see the number of people out there still alive because of you, nothing I say will change that. So with nothing to say, you look down at the resting mender. The spell weaving took a toll on him. I think he would have died if I had pushed him, but instead I pushed our supply carts off of the edge. He looks as bad as me. Good, you're here. It's the Ravens. They're trying to leave, and some of our people want to go with them. I mean, I don't care. Let them go. It's completely their choice. I know, but they've been hoarding supplies this whole time. They're trying to take off with them. Juno and Hakon are trying to talk sense into Bulwark, so it's desperate. Another Varl isn't going to help the situation. I'll stay with the Mender. Oh my.
Stand down, or you'll be missing more than your horns. Stand down, you son of a yacht!
I have no real attachment to Hakon, and I'm quite liking this other old man. Can we not side with the dual axe wielder here? Bulwark's lost his mind. Take him down. No, don't take him down! Why? Normal caravan morale does not affect your heroes' willpower in battle. Okay. Let's see. 12, 11, 10, 10, 14, 10. I haven't really done anything for our friend here, so I'm a little off about this. You, with your 10, you got a couple of armor break, not much willpower to exert. You can exert willpower, lots of strength, da da da. I don't think I don't think I'll be unable to do this, but let's back away a bit with you so you're not in their range of... Oh, they're gonna slaughter Oddleaf. Why is Oddleaf even here? I don't know or care about her at all. Still, hack on. You're getting out of there. And I forget what this does again. Strength damage +1, break to target, break added heavy, Strength damage won't do a lot against that 12 shield, so let's just work our way through said shield. I beg your pardon? What the heck did she do? And why am I setting fire to Hakon as well? Scripted encounters aggravate me. The clansmen chatter as Juno converses with a dazed Bolverk quietly, and Hakon grabs us. Get ready for a confusing conversation. He motions to Ursa, one of Prince Luden's bodyguards, who's wiping her pitch-covered hand with a rag. Good timing, another witch. Can we be away with them? The last witch started a fire that got herself killed, I assume. Hold on, maybe this was her. Was this the lassie that I assumed got burnt down in the first game? Adri Harris says, yes, this is her. Well, I still don't trust her, so let's see if we can't get her killed as quickly as possible. Whoever this woman is, she just completely stunned two Varl within moments of each other. How did you know? Water usually beats fire, she says, before leaning to you. Fire usually beats Varl. I can still hear you. Shouldn't you be guarding your prince and telling him where you've been? Rook really doesn't have any time for this. Stranger than Bolverk being as tough as a damn sunder. I should have mentioned he's a berserk, probably the last of his kind after Ernetoft. Berserkers lose themselves in the fight. They're as strong as cold bears, just as wild. Hard to say if they're friend or foe in a fight. I like this guy. I want him to add to my party. Amender magics us over a chasm and you two decide to kill each other. Wasn't going to let him take the supplies out of the fight. Caught him trying to take off with what he tucked away. Couldn't let that happen. We got supplies coming out the wazoo. Why does he want to leave? You've been bad luck ever since. Okay, well I can't blame him for that. I'd bet his main reason for leaving is just to be in charge again, run jobs and keep his ravens in line. Like most of us, he's looking for something normal to grab onto. I hate that some of ours are going with him though. We've done what we can. Be generous and split your supplies to the ravens. Punish them by giving them nothing. Offer the ravens enough supplies to... No, I think we should be pretty generous with them. I like these guys. Half. There's kindness in being dumb. Bulwarks of Varl. So this is my call. We give him some, but not much. Good grief. Let's see what we can find in what's left. I like the look of this guy. I want him to be part of me. Jake's gonna rub the Ravens roster since it's full of old men, says Soviet Kozaz. There's a difference between men being old and being an old man. I hope you appreciate. I mean, Rook's getting a bit old, but Ubin and Old Man Sledge, they are old men. You glare at the clansmen. The Varl settled among the ruins of some place. You feel the rumblings growling. Everyone will be ready to leave as soon as you start walking north. I won't fall for that stupid fire trick again. The new members from the other caravan will probably need a beating or two. Since when has that stopped you? The Shield Maiden grins. I think I might quite like the Shield Maiden. We could have at least waited to hear their plans, then decided. Wait, who am I in this? Who am I assuming the role of? You do play it too safe, though, and your way just landed us on our ass. We make it to Bindal, get a job, and things get back to normal. We always survive. And the Dredge, if they make it across that chasm, it'll be war. War's always been good for business. Okay, here's Juno, coming along to ruin everything. She ruins everything she touches. Could she not have stayed dead in the ruins we found her in? What's keeping me from gutting you right here? A job opportunity that only I can offer. What do you want, Juno? I know your ravens need work. Without work and coin, that banner of yours is worthless. In Boarsgard, we made an arrangement for you to protect this large cart until we were away from the Dredge threat. There across the damn chasm, that job is done, yes. But the cart you've been hauling has become too troublesome. It needs to be sunk in the deepest waters around. Yeah. Valka secrets. You would turn down this Mender Council's coin? What's in the cart? Where's the coin? Yeah, where is the coin? Payment upon completion. You have a Valka's Oath. The Blue River to the northwest will be our best option. And if I just leave it in the woods somewhere, I will know, as will the other Valka. I like this guy quite a bit. Right, Raven's Oath, it'll be done. Now we have a job. Alright, so are we splitting or what? Are we going to have a repeat of the first game where we have two different parties? Well, whatever the case, morale is great. Jake, you are now Bulwark. My dreams come true. Sure could use some more supplies in our cart, a Raven says, tightening his belt. Kinda miss having those other folks around. They might not have been worth a damn in a fight, but they knew how to track animals and spot berries just about anywhere. Sounds like you need practice. Start hunting. Yeah, get to it. You send a few of the ravens who laugh with them. Don't come back empty-handed. Choice words are mumbled, but they follow orders. 4 hours later they return, each holding nothing more than a small rodent. 2 of them have split one. Pathetic. Welcome, Onion Master. Oh my! What? Mogan! Why did you abandon me? I saved you. I killed your brother, but I saved you. Oh. Ooh, we can zoom. What is the meaning of this? In any case, Mogan, the skilled thrasher with a scar across his face, felt like a good time to introduce myself. Mogan. Yeah, I thought you were Rook's man. A good man, Rook. Too good. He couldn't enjoy the lack of gods and rules, the chance for fighting. There's a few rules to being a raven. Most important is following my orders, of course. But what about this giant cart? Something in his tone signals a primal warning inside of you. That has nothing to do with you, well, the way I see it. She's no longer around. Let's break it open and look at our rich... Ah, Mogan, I always knew you were an ambitious man. We're mercenaries, you idiot. We're paid to run jobs, not steal from whoever hired us. I'm liking Bulwark more and more, right? He's got his principles. Is any of this making sense to you? He ignores her. He's only interested in what you have to say. Get past me and it's all you. I could kill Mogan, but I've grown a bit attached to Mogan. Back away or I kill you in front of your friends. That seems an apt warning. Nervous glances bounce between Mogan's posse. A couple of fighters step away, followed by a few more. Pathetic, but not a bad test to see what your new recruits are made of, right? Letting you live would say... Bad example. You stalk towards Mogan. He fights the fear confronting his face. Everyone watches in silence as your axes go about their grisly work. Oh. Oh my. Well, you know, it's good to try out new characters. Goodbye, Mogan. You've made it so far. No, Old Man joined him. It's the Old Man Brigade. Interesting. Well, damn, with Krummer on your side, you've got nothing to feel. Fear, rather. Plenty to feel. Folka, Shield Maiden, plenty of shield. What can you do? You did something in that previous fight. The character stands ready to insert herself between her allies and any attacking enemy. Adjacent allies have all damage from attacks against them halved. She also receives half damage for the same enemy. Shield Mastery. The character's shield absorbs all strength damage until it is destroyed. That would work well if we had the Mender here, but we don't. Man, I really hope Krummer doesn't fall prey to Bolverk's axes as well. Then there's this guy, Spar. He can do 3 armor break with 3 exerted willpower. The character delivers an insult so cutting and personal that the target is literally stunned for a moment and has to pause to collect himself. Insulted enemies move to the last place of the enemy initiative queue. Take care in picking the right target to delay from acting. Keep in mind that any persistent effects started by the target will remain until the target's next turn, and even the most powerful enemy will become as harmless as a mouse. Okay. So if somebody very powerful is about to take a turn, we can insult them. The character adds 1 willpower to all allies if standing within 1 tile of an ally delivers a killing blow. Effective use of this will keep your heroes from tiring in combat. So I can kind of have Spar stand in the middle of my giant Sigbjorn. Oh, he was the drunkard that we picked up. Interesting. Very interesting, in fact. Let's go forward and see how it works out. I'm going to miss Mogi and Hoagie, but too bad. As commotion draws your attention to the nearby woods, you're surprised to see a small group of Dredge, some of which you've never seen before, engaging in one of the new recruits from Borsgard. How'd these faint slags get here? No one has an answer, eh? The tattooed fighter is noticeably drunk, but he lobs 2 black axes in quick succession at an approaching scourge. The axes find their marks, shattering some armor. Well, I'm not one to back away from a fight. This guy seems to know what he's doing. Axe Thrower, the strongest unit from Stronghold 2. Tell me more. Axe Storm. The character lobs an axe at the target up to 4 tiles away, dealing normal strength if it hits. Character continues to throw until he's deflected or the target is dead. First throw is a base chance to hit. Regardless of armor, each successive blow tops in... Oh my. Take heed. Axe Storm's chance to hit cannot be modified by any item or talent. Sounds like a high risk, high gain thing. And he has shield wall, much like the other guy did, Mowgli. Normal strength damage though, and you don't have a lot of strength. You need to do this on someone with low armor. Interesting. Stronghold 2 is also a wrong hold, right? Nah, it's a pretty right hold. Alright, I'm bringing in you. I'm bringing in Old Man. I want to see the banter in action. Then there's Sigbjorn. I don't have a lot of big strength damage dealers. 11, 9, 10. You know, I got the power of Old Man, but he's an armor breaker. And he's well due a promotion. There's Spar. Nobody has points available. And only Old Man can be... No, Bercy could be upgraded. He could be an a damage dealer. And again, so could Sigbjorn. Sigbjorn has Tempest Slash, Heavy Impact. Any enemy standing adjacent he feels a shockwave. Yeah, I mean, he could still be a damn sight stronger. Let's get that out of my face. How best to do this? I find having fewer characters to be quite liberating as opposed to too many. So let's stick with these and see what happens. Alright, well, we'll figure it out on the go. Bercy had points, Jake. Well, too bad. Bercy ain't on the lineup right now. Oh my. You're in a spot of bother there, aren't you? 15, 10, 9, 9, 11. That 15 has gotta go. So I want to be able to use all... Oh, I can't rearrange my units? What madness is this? Well, that's pretty awful. This guy's stuck here. He won't be able to do anything. Welcome to the Banner Saga 2 bug, says Adriharu. I don't like this bug. You need to reload the game. I hope this only happens once. Day 18. Okay. Restart, reloading doesn't fix it. What? What is this? Alright, away you go, game. So, what was that all about, Adri? You seem to have all the answers. If I went with that, and also, is that going to happen every time? Because if it happens every time, I'll be not very impressed. Adri says, I don't know what it's all about. Oh, you seem to know that it was a bug. I just assumed it was some kind of setup for the level. Alright, we're helping in a fight. Let's go. It happens almost 50% of the time you change character. Good grief, that's grim. Oh well, gives us a chance to give Bercy his points. There we go. You deal damage. You, old man, of course. And then the silver tongue. If I did promote you, higher stats and item rank. But you still wear a Let's bracelet. And I don't think I'll take that off of you because it amuses me greatly that you do. Probably is worth a promotion just so you can use more of that will. Oh, I don't have any renown. Well, forget that then. Let's go. There we go. Now we can move around. Much better. Recht, you're going first. Your armor break isn't terrific. And there's some armor that needs breaking. But I would quite like that 15 severely reduced. Alright, we'll just see what happens. Let's go. And who's going when? Okay, the big cheese is going next, and he's going to hammer through axe-throwing guy unless I do something about that. What is Cull the Weak? Killing blow grants an extra turn. Frenzy attacks twice. First is directed, then random adjacent. Friend or foe? Okay, so I need you to not be next to our friend there. Like I said, I need that strength reduced. Pretty good. And that means that did far less damage than it would have otherwise done. Now you have 7 strength, which is not good because a lot of these guys have lots of armor on them. So it might be good for you to either retreat or to continue to break this armor because I don't like it being there. And then old man can come in with his 18 attack and just remove this guy from play. Seems pretty fair. Then again, there's Axe Storm. Throw axes for strength damage until one is deflected. At 7. Well, it might actually be nice to see this in action. Sometimes you just gotta be really good. Okay, something about removing somebody from play. I don't like you. I could kill you or I could neuter you. Depends on your armor break. It's almost nothing, so instead I'll have you neutered. Killing is good, but neutering just feels so good. Okay, shield bearer. What you gonna do? Not a lot you can do from there. This guy has some scary distance that he can put on him, but not scary enough to hurt you if you go there. So what does champion do again? +2 armor and 1 turn. +2 armor for 1 turn and allies per... whatever. Let's just use it and see what happens. Well, you're relatively protected. I'm not sure it's going to do too much. Ooh, you could go and score that kill. That would probably be pretty good for leveling you up, Spar. Yeah, actually, that's what we'll do. Although I like leaving you neutered, I also like getting you promoted. What in the world was that? I don't know. But it sounds a lot like I need to deal some damage. Your 11 attack isn't too scary. I'd rather start whittling my way through these buggers. Call the weak? Not yet. Just attack for now. Okay, more shielding going on, and that's fine by me because we can do a lot of shielding together. If I go there, I add a bit of extra... I do have that there. +1 armor to adjacent allies and self. If I go there, and I'll just further neuter you while I'm at it, I suppose. Oh, I could Axe Storm as well, and I do like this Axe Storm. 9, 7, 8. Yeah, that would deflect me, no problem. You're already fairly neutered. You are as well, so let's go for this one. What was that? Whoa, what was that as well? Let's see. Runs away when the from the attacker. Other hurlers retaliate immediately. Yeah, so you got a bit of pain on you. Okay, old man. If I recall, I gave you Tempest Slash. It's time to find that doing that was a good idea. We'll take down the least neutered one here. Enjoy. Tudium. Not bad. But not good enough. I'll get back there and reapply my armor, and old man's gonna have a hard time getting there to break you, but it'll be fine. Right, if I take care of that thing, we get a pillage going, which would be rather nice. I don't want you causing me too much harm. Let's just move you over here for now. Yeah, sadly, can't quite insult hard enough. Okay. It's in my best interests to score the pillage, so let's go over here and just end your life. This is good if he does it. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the big scary attack. Okay. You're in a good position to kill me, but I'm in a very good position to remove you from the equation. Step 1. Step 2. Goodbye to your armor. And now we neuter. Not done yet, though, because I want this old scabby-looking man to level up. Promotion for Spar. And for Bulwark. What's the level count these days? I assume it's 10, Frozen Kaiser. Roser is saying, this is a turn-based RPG game, Jake. Compared to other games like this, how is it? The strategy is really good. I put that down to the whole strength and armor system here. Combine that with the visuals, the writing, the music, it all comes together to paint a pretty solid tapestry. Recovering his axes, the mercenary gives you a lazy grin. That was, well, I appreciate the help. Need a drink? Where'd you learn to throw like that? Ollie extends a small flask that smells of potent spices and wood smoke, and you wave it off. Taught myself, too many close calls face to face. Seems to soften people up a bit when I do it right. Then do it right. You walk off, but give Folk a quick look, letting her know you're impressed by Ollie's throwing. Well, I'm going to keep him around, because I really like that ability, even though I've said I don't like chance-based things here. Ravens in the air as ravens approach, Ollie says with a slur. Is that a good sign? The small village ahead looks well fortified, with a few bodies outside the fences, being picked clean by birds. Your caravan moves closer, but stays out of arrow range. Whoever's in there wants to be left alone, but it could be our best chance for supplies around here. Approach the village, stating your needs. I'd rather just attack, but let's try the nice approach first. You grab the Raven banner and advance on the town, dodging a warning arrow. We need supplies. You know who we are, who I am. A few moments pass before several more arrows zip past, one grazing your shoulder near an old scar. Alright, it's time for the song in charge. The ravens pick up the song, crooning harmonies which unsettle the villagers as you rush the barricades. And that improves morale. Okay, well, tell you there are a few things that we do need. One is I want Bulwark to be better, but these costs are pretty high. We can improve him with some items and... ah, damn. Dodge strength, crit chance, divert arm. I've had this flask as long as I've been alive and figure it keeps me going. Oh, this lucky okay, so we don't have a lot of items. That's one thing that we didn't manage to get away with. Didn't Mogan have an item? You know, before I killed him? Well, Krumer keeps his bracelet. Who was a let? I wonder if it's worth bringing in another solid damage dealer like Bercy. Dealing solid damage is something that we just don't have right now, except for Krumer, and Krumer's my armor breaker. Bercy would certainly add a bit of meat to that. We'll try it out. Face McSnuggler says, Jake, I feel this game lacks something critical. Decent use of child labor. Did you not see the ending to the first game? I think it was a pretty apt use of it. This seems remarkably unfair. I guess the difference is that they're behind barricades, but I can lob axes past those barricades, assumedly. Those barricades will actually do good work at keeping us out. And that's why this is going to be a bit tricky, I dare say. Old man has 18 hit and knows Tempest Slash, and he goes relatively soon. So, I see this as a good place for him to just Tempest Slash this. And then you also know Tempest. You can move on in. That said, we're going to be pecked apart on the way, but with 14 and 9 armor. It depends how good they are at breaking armor and breaking us. There's not a lot that you can really contribute. I would still quite like to throw some axes at them before they get a chance to do much more. And then there's shield bearing. Well, shield bearing there will keep everybody's armor up whilst they fling axes and stuff at us, but you go after axe thrower, so it's okay. Alright, let's just go with this. So, oh, I hope you don't hit him, because that would be terrible. Quite funny, though. Nice try, but not nice enough. Right. I could start... oh, right, I got a bit of strength hit, which actually works against me, given these guys' armor levels. But I could lob axes at this sorry-looking fellow. Or I could take care of the one of these. Nah, I'm just going to lob axes at this guy. Oh, well, that didn't go so well. Okay. This might not work out so well, but we'll do it anyway. We'll just Tempest Slash, and we shall hit... He doesn't have this ability leveled up, does he? No, he does not. Well, say goodbye to your pathetic barricades there. My lineup here blows. Half damage from attacks. Let's try it out. Oh man, when old man gets in there, your days are numbered, and that number isn't very high. Wonder if I could yell an insult at the barricades. Sadly not. But it would be heartily amusing. Right, you are sadly stuck there. Just rest up for now. Alright, once this is down, it's all... I'm gonna smash you again just for fun, I guess. But you were protected. Okay, now I can finally start charging through, but if I charge too much, it's gonna work against me. Maybe I should just lob some axes from where I am. You are a little out of my range. Well, let's just lob more axes at you. That was very good though. Now you're fairly scunnered. Except... Okay, well it's just time for Tudium on you. A regular Tempest Slash will do. Old man does it again. That was a lot of damage. You probably have that thing where you get bonus strength when stationary. That hurts. It also hurts that you're still stuck back here. Yeah, I came in with too many characters. Still, your championing seems to help for defense here. Oh god, it's a bad day to be old man right now. He's about to buy it. Also, you are stuck. I have made a terrible lineup here. If I take that down, at least you'll be able to sneak your way in and start slaughtering them. I hope they don't get reinforcements though, because the lack of old man is gonna hurt. Still, at least it frees you up to come in and do some damage. Nice wee spin he does there. Right, you might attack friend or foe, but with 7 and 10 armor, I don't think it's too bad. Also, Cull the Weak. Strength damage -2, strength damage -1. This should kill you, right? And then we get an extra turn. Ah, right. And since you were adjacent, you were able to tell a song about it. And that boosted morale further. Alright. This attack could be dangerous. Well, it will be dangerous, but whatever. Yeah. Alright, you know what to do. Chuck those axes, man. Alright, you scabby old man. Well, that was awful. I injured old man, and I just generally did a bad fight there. I need to deal with barricades better. Alright, you kick down the last of the barricades, you find a dozen or so remaining villagers huddled together. Some have bows but no arrows, the other have thrown their blades to the ground. A man steps forward. I'm Friddick, the oldest of us. We've been fighting off all types of Ormsdal for 2 weeks now, just trying to protect what's ours. You won't find us begging for our lives. Folka pulls you aside and says they know how to fight, so we'd be stronger if they joined us. You pull at your beard, or I could make them gather food for us. We're not gonna kill. Given the chance they'll kill us, they die. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, they should all really die. The silence from your ravens and the villagers is the most noticeable aspect of the scene. You quickly dispatch a kneeling Frederick and the rest of his clan. Don't know how it builds our renown. Nobody's around to know that we did that. Spar, an old wanderer who joined the ravens over half a century ago, points at the tents at the edge of the village. Looks like the merchants are still here. Maybe they were being forced to stick around. 1 renown gets 1 food. Well, forget that then. How about your items? +2 move, plus 5 break? Good God. 5 break is immense. Nobody could use it just yet, but still, that's huge. Break, move, and armor per rest. All talents +2. All talents +2 is pretty huge, and it only, in massive inverted commas, requires level 7. I like this. I also like +2 armor, just as a general thing, and low levelers can take it as well. +3 break talents. Break talents? How's that different from just break? 2 armor and 2 break. Talents aren't stats, Jake. What? 2 break, 1 move. 1 armor per rest. Forget the armor per rest, that move and break sounds good. Do I have a particularly mobile breaker? I'm not sure and I don't care. I'm going to take these 2 items. Their supplies are a bad deal though. Talents are the abilities you get. They're all percentage based. I don't like them. Okay, you're injured. You're out for 3 days. Well, nah, you can keep fighting as you are. You're a good armor breaker. I still like you getting +1 armor, strength, and will, but you're a breaker now. And whilst I found it very hilarious that you were wearing a Let's bracelet, the ability to give you extra break and extra moves. That's 6 break, 7, 8, 9 break. You're our new rook. The only difference is you have to get up close and personal. Bulwark. You need something. How about you enjoy a Let's Charm? And if anybody should have extra shield, it should be our shield maiden. And there's Spar. What am I to do with you, Spar? Oh, you have a bow. You're ranged. I like ranged people. They're good at breaking. I keep you as you are for now, though. It's a crying shame that I don't have an item for you, though. Alright, good enough. Let's keep going. That market, heroes rest. Nope, we leave. Old man can handle an injury or 2. Jake, that's a loot. Well, I'm sure it's fine. He's most definitely not ranged. Don't know why he has a bow. He's a good breaker, though. Okay. I noticed the others aren't so good at spotting food, all these slurs. It's a good thing I spent some time with that Trigvi fellow. Taught me what's what. Nearly killed myself on those jagger bushes over there trying to get these. He steps aside to reveal a huge basket full of mushrooms. We need food. Mushrooms, eh? That sounds like a trap. It's usually too good when these things come in. Sure these things are okay to eat? Sure, I'm sure. Been eating them all day, taking a bite out of one. Little biter is all. Little bitter is all. But nothing a swig of mead won't solve. He drinks, swallows, and slaps his belly. Why not? Ollie stumbles a bit whilst hoisting the basket onto the cart and grabs another mushroom for his efforts. That's gonna come back to bite me.
Wouldn't mind seeing irons fly. If only once more.
Now, compared to the last banner, this one we have is tiny. Think the ghost of this dead bird has forgiven you for that wing yet? Spar asks. The other ravens, including Folka, look from the broken stone to you in shock. Aye, we were here nearly 40 years ago, same spot as now, only a dozen of us left. To the unkindness then. Better men by twice than all of you. There's rumbling, but the ravens keep listening. We'd run a job for a man, fairer or fenner more like. Spitting his memory. He set us up to take the fall for some of his other deals gone bad who got surrounded here, and this bear of a Varl loses his mind, grabs a whole tree, and starts swinging. Spar starts coughing but recovers. Nearly killed us all, but old Ernix took a hit like no other. And there you have it. The excited ravens start asking you questions, but Sparl is all too happy to answer. Let's inspect the damage we once caused. Others leave you alone as you near the giant stone, placing a hand on the broken wing. It was an accident, you know that. Shame and rage enter you in equal parts, along with the memories of the Ernix fight. You're the one who died, leaving nothing but this rock. A layer of ice shatters underfoot, along with a wooden box, probably left as some token of faith to a dead god. Leaving anything behind for the dead is a waste, you say, immediately prying the box open and pocketing the small item within. Pipe plant get. Excellent. Oh, I'm liking these guys more and more as day goes on. I'm also liking this ratty old man that we're bringing along with us. Well, let's have another good look at him. Right, he's not very big, he's not very swole, but he's an old man through and through. I would give you this pipe plant. You can't help but feel calmed by the sprouting life in the bowl of this broken pipe. Will per rest, armor per rest. I don't like having my people rest, so why would I even? Could give it to someone level 6 or above, and we only have the oldest of old men, and he's become a breaking machine, so no thank you. We're going to need to pursue a lot of people in combat to get that, to get those items up. Cold creeps under the cloaks and forces the ravens to huddle together as wind whips around you. Snow begins to blot out the Wormscale Mountains in the distance. You're forced to call for an early camp. Rising from your sleep, you begin pacing, occasionally drumming your fingers at the top of the large cart. A motion in camp draws your attention. Walking towards it, you hear groans and see Folka's shield rising and falling erratically among some furs. Humans. You snort, but the shield flips away, revealing a Dredge grunt staring up at you. Stepping back, you bump into another Dredge, looking around the entire Raven camp as a swarm of stone-armored bodies desperately reaching for you. When your axes lash out through nothing, you realize you were dreaming. An unexpected sadness swells in you, like you've let everybody down. A few of your ravens are watching you smirking, but your growl makes them look away. You decide to walk the perimeter alone. Thought I might have slashed somebody to death there. What's the idea here? You want me to rest? One day and that's it. Let's go. Jake is boring, but she can always do the training challenges to her renown. At least, yeah, nah. I don't think so. Around you? Around to hear you yelling. A harsh voice reaches your ears, followed by the laughter of several others. Your abrupt halt alerts Volka, who immediately signals the ravens to fan out and draw their weapons. I must investigate what's going on. Over the next rise, a group of 10 haggard fighters and a few varls surround half a dozen peasants in a broken wagon. A woman spots you and shouts, "Help us!" But a punch to the stomach drops her in the snow. The fighters turn, ready to fight. How can I not charge in? It's not an option. The man's confidence melts away, and he and all his fighters flee from your assault. You give chase for time, but soon return to the wagon and peasants. Thank you! The woman who was punched earlier says, "I'm safer. I know you don't want us around, but if you're heading towards Bindle, we'll follow your path." Keep your food and your distance, understood? Yeah. Of course, we'll be well behind you. Thank you. Should have stolen the food. A couple of Raven scouts take off to check out a cluster of tents ahead, refugees from Ormstal. They've got a sizable camp and seem disciplined. They know we're here. No sense in trying to avoid them. Refugees, eh? Is this New Manchester? Ooh. Looks like distant cousin of Trigvi here. A hooded man with a red spear greets you. The name's Bach. This is Loffin, the old bulwark of the Ravens, and is this your wife? You're confused as much by his question as the fact that no one is with the man. What do you want, Bach? Direct. Then I'll be direct too. I'm leading this large group of trained fighters and tradesmen from Ormstal. We're looking for a new home. We've done what it takes to survive out here, but they're starting to lose faith in me. You want us to reinforce your control? No, I want you to take over, lead us someplace we can live. Loffin and I weren't meant for keeping others alive. What the hell do I get? For one, we won't kill you. Bach smiles, but there's no humor in his eyes. We'll share the food we've collected and fight alongside you, should there be a need. Spoiling you, Loffin is. We'll even spread the word of how great the Ravens are. Sounds good to me. He kisses the metal of his spear and smiles. You have my thanks. Loffin thanks as well. Ah, clansmen who can potentially hunt for us as well. Hang on, I need to check out this new individual. Is it the Trigvi of this camp? Alright, Bach, you don't look that great. What do you have? Pig sticker, and he's a slaughterer. When the character comes in low and attempts to skewer the target, attacking with 20% chance to deal a critical strike, double damage attack. This chance increases for each ally adjacent. None in the field are as deadly as a talented, well-equipped, well-positioned character. 20% for each... No, it says it increases for each ally. It doesn't say about how much. Yeah, I see. No, it says right here, 10% per adjacent ally. So you could easily do a double attack there. Embolden. Each kill the character makes encourages allies to fight, granting 1 willpower to the unit and any adjacent. So it's good to keep Bach adjacent, which is ironic given his name is Bach. He don't look particularly good at anything other than slaughtering. But I kind of like the idea of having a slaughterer on the team. I don't know, it's hard to really want to switch out anybody I have right now. If anybody, Bursey should take the back row. He's, yeah, there we go. Alright, let's keep on grooving. Why are all the spearmen this kooky? I guess if that's your attacking style, you're bound to be a bit unorthodox. The unyielding snowfall is proving too much for the humans, who now vainly attempt to follow your large footprints. In truth, the sky and your surroundings lack enough contrast to know where you're going. And it's cold. Trees over there, Folka manages to say, motioning with her spear. The foliage blocks some of the wind. Does nothing for visibility. With no other options, you burrow into the snow, cloaked in your bare fur. So what are the Val? Very cold resistant?
Darkness. Lightning. Someone pulling in the energy. Painful.
Wake up, you damn bear, you're being robbed. You roar and shake off the